on a beautiful, hot, muggy Sunday. I'm just sitting here working on my puzzle. I was listening to several different podcasts today, one of which is Wendy Williams. I don't know if you guys ever watched her show, I should say. I don't think she's on anymore. I haven't seen her in a long time. But it just kind of, listening to her story and everything that's gone down with her, good, bad, and the ugly, makes me again very, very happy that I never became famous and went to Hollywood or went into entertainment or anything like that. I'm very grateful to God above that that never happened. Because nowadays, with all the increase in technology and conservatorship and all that kind of stuff that goes down, there's a lot of shady stuff happening to stars these days. Celebrities and such. And, yeah, I have a sort of relative that's actually in the acting industry. You guys probably know who. Her name is Wendy something. I can't remember her last name. I always forget. But she's on Hot in Cleveland. Why can I not remember her name? Anyway, if anybody watches Hot in Cleveland or there's another show she was on recently. I don't remember what it was. Wendy Malick, that's her name, is my foster mom's cousin in real life. And she's very, very famous. You guys have probably seen her on something because she's on a lot of shows. She usually plays snobby very well. Hey, Patty White, how are you? So I was just like, I'm sitting here getting ready to do a very large puzzle. It's 1,000 pieces. I'm absolutely not going to rush through this one at all because I will rip my hair out if I do. Hi, Weetsy Bat. But yeah, Wendy Malick is in the entertainment industry. I don't know anything about how her experience is because, as with all people in the entertainment industry, they really are kind of hush-hush about everything. I don't know her personally. My foster mom hasn't heard from her in literal years, so I don't think she even knows what's going on with her. But it would be really cool if I could actually talk to her sometime and see what it's really like behind the scenes, you know? Because we don't get to see that. But they're probably sworn to secrecy anyway, which is another reason I would not want to be in the entertainment industry. I don't keep secrets well. Ah, that sounds good. I don't like raw salmon. Like, people just, like, roll it up in strips and stuff. I don't trust it. Please do not get in front of my camera, Momo. I had salmon earlier today, as a matter of fact, but I had cooked salmon, not smoked, air-fried salmon. And it was absolutely delicious. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, I was listening to Wendy Williams' situation, and I was like, oh, thank you, Father, for not letting me get into the entertainment industry and become anybody that anybody knows, because that would be a miserable life. Oh, in the smoker. Okay, gotcha. And that's not a life I would want, having everything I do scrutinized and having my money, you know, gotten by other people, which I don't make that much money anyway, but can you imagine just having your whole life all of a sudden turned over to somebody? And then I think she has dementia now too, which is really sad. Somebody in a comment on something I was watching about her said they think she may have had ADHD from the time she was little and it just never properly got treated. So she started self-medicating with uppers to kind of calm herself down, I guess. Very possible. Would not surprise me in the least. But, yeah, very sad situation, Wendy Williams. Very, very sad. And she said a lot of very offensive things on her show, I guess. Like I said, I haven't watched her in a long time. But I used to be kind of a pretty faithful watcher of her show when she was on. It's just sad. A lot of these talk show hosts, like, I was always a big talk show fan. And I think that's because my mom used to watch a lot of talk shows. But over the years, I've learned that a lot of these people that are famous have gone through really bad situations and ended up in really bad circumstances. And it's really sad. But welcome to the world as we know it, you know. Unfortunately, that is how it goes sometimes. Yeah, these conservatorships are becoming a real problem for people. They seemed like a really good thing at first, and now people are taking advantage of people by saying they're crazy and putting them under these conservatorships unjustly and ruining the rest of their lives, being, very controlling over them and hampering everything they do, which is horrible. But yeah, I'm just very glad that I'm not part of any of that. I'm glad I'm just little old me over here in Podunk, Illinois, and not many people know of me, which is very good. I like that fact. I don't want to be famous. I do not want my name up in lights. Yeah, no, too much pressure, too much control over my life. I like having the freedom to walk out the door when I want to, take my walks, and come and go as I please, basically. Anyhow, yeah. So I'm just, like I said, getting ready to do the frame of a puzzle. It's a very, very large one. Of course, I will not show you till it's done. That's one of the wonderful excitement things that I do, is I don't tell people, I don't show off my puzzles until they're finished. That just kind of gives the excitement of getting to see the finished product. So, he's one of your favorite actors. Who is your favorite actor? I'm not sure who you're talking about. Who is your favorite actor? You'll have to fill me in because I don't think you said. Anyway, what else is there to talk about? I don't know. Church was good today. We talked about perseverance in our faith, which was awesome. I go to a very Word of Faith church now. It's a whole totally different one than I ever went to. Won't say where it is because I don't need to be stalked and harassed. But yeah, it's a very Word of Faith church and very enjoyable church. And I'm making friends there very gradually, which is awesome. Those of you that know me or have known me for a while, you know I always said I didn't get along with women. Well, I found out I do get along with women, church women. Not just any old woman, but church women or kind women. People that, women that are decent people. But not every woman, no. Not into the girly girl thing. Not into the diva queen or the fashion whatever. Fashionista type people. Don't click with them at all. But I do enjoy the church ladies. I am one of them for sure. I like to just sit and chat with them over breakfast or whatever. We're going to a really fun thing on Saturday. It's a market type thing where they have it's like an open air market, I guess is what you call it, where they sell their goods, like their arts and crafts and some food and fashions and things like that. And I'm going with the church, so that'll be pretty awesome. I can't wait. It'll be exciting. I'm really wondering who is your favorite one of your favorite actors, Patty. You didn't say. Who? So I got this puzzle from, believe it or not, Goodwill the other day. And I went to open it very carefully. I went to lift the lid off. And it fell on the floor. And the pieces went everywhere. So I'm really hoping when the puzzle is all done, everything will be here. Yeah, I have a few things I want to chat about. The Wendy Williams thing was one of them. Hi, Poof Poof Tail. Hi, Bo. The other thing I wanted to chat about was this Miller situation. Why do I always forget her name? I want to say Mariah. It's not Mariah. Micah Miller. Very shady type of situation all the way around. I'm sure we'll hear more and more as time goes on. I'm just very glad I live where I do and I'm nowhere near any of those people, because once they get their clutches into you, they don't let go. I'm very scared for somebody I heard that was acquainted with the whole church thing and everything, because she got on there and told all. Oh, Bruce Willis. Yeah, that is very sad. And I was concerned because The lady went online, I think it was a YouTube channel that I was watching, and she explained what it was like, life in that church, and how they controlled all the women and told them they couldn't preach because they didn't want any women becoming strong like the men. Men were very threatened by that. And this one lady was talking about her time, and not that she went to the church on a regular basis, and she certainly was not a member, but she visited the church. Bodie wants to be pet. Hold on, y'all. She visited the church, and while she was there, she saw and heard a lot of things that definitely concerned her, which is why she won't go to the church, or wouldn't go to the church. But her husband became part of the church, and as a result, it ruined their marriage, because he became so controlling over her. Yeah. Hi, Grace. I'm working on a puzzle and chit-chatting with people about the Micah Miller case at the moment. So anyway, this lady was talking about her time there, and she was really being descriptive about the type of job she had, the people she was acquainted with, and I thought, why would you feel safe doing that? Why would you divulge that much information? Do you not think these people are listening to this? It was very, very scary for me to listen to her telling, oh yeah, and I'm this and I'm that and I'm trained in this. And I thought, do you not think that they're watching and listening right now? Do you not think they know that that's you talking? You didn't disguise your voice. You didn't disguise your name. I mean, the one lady did when she interviewed the lady, but on this other broadcast I watched or listened to with the same lady, but talking to a guy this time that was interviewing her, she didn't disguise anything. She out and out told what her name was on social media. I'm sorry, but if somebody just allegedly offed my friend, and I was acquainted with the same group of people, I would not be speaking out like that so boldly and saying, oh, my name is this, and you can find me on social media here, and this is my job, and this is what I do, and I was acquainted with this person and that person. I was horrified for her and very scared for her. And I'm going to pray for her. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to speak anything negative into the atmosphere or anything over the situation, but oh my goodness, it just really scared me for her. It really did. Because, yeah, maybe JP did not kill her. On the off chance that he didn't, okay, then good. And not good that she took her own life. But if he did, and if he is capable of doing that, why on earth would you ever say something in public where he can possibly be listening? The guy is very, very good at what he does. We'll just say that. And good at getting away with it. So I would not be giving him any open season hunting grounds, if you know what I mean, by letting anybody know any particulars about me, if I were her. But what's done is done, and hopefully and prayerfully she's safe, because I'd be scared. I would. I'd be very scared. And to say where she's at and who she's with, and, oh, he won't find me here because I'm with so-and-so. No! Don't tell us where you are. Oh, I don't know. It's just scary to me that people do that kind of stuff. I just fear for her. She sounded like a very delightful person. I went on the Facebook of the church just to see what kind of church it was. It was very typically, familiar to me, similar to the types of churches I've gone to. Worship and praise was pretty good, and Micah was a great worship leader. One of them, anyway. And it's very sad. Very, very sad that this stuff happens in churches. And this is why, friends, people don't want anything to do with going to church and Christianity and things like that, and the Bible and pastors, and because of this garbage that goes on. It's pretty sad when it happens in these so-called godly places, of all places where it could happen, Anyway, there is a whole lot more behind the whole story than anything that was told on the broadcast that I've seen. When this girl was talking, she was explaining that JP, the quote unquote, I say it loosely, pastor of the church, was telling everybody that his father had died, that his father was dead, and that wasn't true. Yeah, her friend did an interview, several interviews actually. So yeah, the father of JP was not dead. He was over in India, I believe she said, Pakistan. Who knows what, establishing places over there to do whatever. Yeah, apparently. And there was a lot of pressure on people, women in the church, not to have a voice and to be silent and to submit to their husbands. And I'm not saying submission is wrong, because I believe in it to an extent, but not to the point where you lose your whole autonomy and personality of who you are. I don't believe that was God's heart at all. But that's what they're doing in this place. They're teaching this thing. I forget what she called it. There's a name for the teaching, and it started years and years ago. And it basically says women are to be silent, and they're not to usurp authority over their husbands, and it's just basically squelching women's personalities altogether. And yeah, she told a lot on this interview. It was very, very, way more in depth than anything you'll hear on just the news broadcasts on here, because she lived it. I mean, she was friends with Micah, and even just saying that, oh, I was a close friend of Micah, and I used to live right near the church, and like, why would you say that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just mind blown by it, I guess. I just, like, I don't know. She's pretty brave or something to do that. She just really wanted to, you know, honor Micah, I guess, by coming forth. And yeah, I will definitely get it for you in a little while. I don't know exactly where it is, but I will send it to you for sure. Anyway, what else was I going to talk to y'all about? I think that was kind of it. Just the whole Micah situation. And like I said, it was sad because I went on and I watched on the Facebook, I watched the songs that they did and the worship service. And I think JP plays piano, maybe. I think he was part of the worship team as well as the pastor. I mean, maybe you guys, some of you live in the Bible Belt. Maybe you live out where all this went on. I don't know. I pray that you're safe too. Because, or that you're not in this type of quote-unquote church situation. There's a lot of them. I mean, we just heard about the Jody, whatever her name is, Hildebrand and Ruby Frankie. Same type of thing. And then there was that other one, begins with an M, I can't remember, but very similar type of situation. All in the name of religion or the name of God or name of quote-unquote the Bible says. I don't remember the Bible saying to abuse and harm people. I guess I read a different Bible or I interpret it differently, I suppose. But yeah, there's just too much being done in the name of God and the name of religion that is far from his heart. No, actually he's not doing services, and that's a really good question. I thought this church was still open. What the girl said, the lady that was talking today, was that they had one more service. I think it was this morning. And right after the service, they literally, all the pastors resigned, and they closed shop. They took everything down and moved it, all of it. They just carted it away in whatever caravans they brought it out of there. So they closed down the church officially, apparently. Probably to go set up somewhere else and do more dirty deeds, would be my guess. Because that's what happens with those places. Unreal. Unflipping real. This world is a mess. A very hot mess. I swear, just when you think you've heard it all, up comes something else crazy. And being in the true crime section of YouTube, you know, I'm bound to cross some of those paths. No, they're not doing services, but they do have a Facebook that, to my knowledge, is still up. It was this afternoon when I looked at it. It's Solid Rock Market Commons or something like that, if you want to look it up. Micah was a beautiful, beautiful woman and very talented singer and a heart for God for sure. Her friend said she did not believe that she was ever mentally ill until she hooked up with JP, which apparently she was 14 years old when he decided to put his sights on her. That's very, very young. He was like in his 20s and she was 14. And as she said, nobody in their 20s should be having their sights on a young 14-year-old girl for sure. So they think there was some grooming that went on, and yeah, what a mess. It just made me very thankful that I am with who I am and I can trust him and I don't have to worry about him harming me in any way, shape, or form, or us harming each other. Things are going really well with us, so yeah. But very sad for that whole situation. It's very detrimental and sad on the whole kingdom of God idea. Nobody's going to really feel comfortable, you know, like they maybe once did, to hook up with a church if this kind of stuff continues to go on. Especially if nothing is done justice-wise. Just sad. Anyhow. Yeah, it kind of caught my eye because Micah looks almost a spitting image of a lady that I know from a past job that I had. And I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh my gosh. And I sent the picture to my daughter of the two people. And she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, she looks like she could be your twin. It's pretty wild. But yeah, there was I'm sure we'll learn more and more of the behind the, not scenes, but behind the story, things that went on. But this lady actually talked a lot about what it was like being in the church and how controlling they were. And how they tried to say that she had devils and she needed to be exorcised. And they wanted to commit her to a mental institution just like they did with Micah. They wanted to commit this lady to one, and she refused to go. And, yeah, she also refused to go to the church several times when she was married to her husband because she started sensing something is not right here. Has he done any interviews? You mean the guy, the JP pastor guy? Not that I know of, but he did do, like, the service after he did Micah's service, his wife that passed on for whatever reason. And people were saying he was very insincere. He didn't seem like he was really grieving at all. He even talked about how he tried to raise her from the dead. That he wanted her to be alive so badly that he tried to raise her from the dead. I don't know. I haven't actually watched anything of him talking because I'm so convinced that he's guilty. I would feel like I'm staring at the face of a killer and listening to the voice of a killer, and that would so disturb me. I already went through that with Chris Watts because I knew he had done something. I didn't know what, but I knew. I could just tell he wasn't sincere. He wasn't, I don't know, just with that whole pregnancy announcement and stuff, I knew something was going on or about to go on. So yeah, I just haven't felt comfortable enough to try to listen to him or watch him. And knowing that he is an ordained minister just bothers me all the more. Because you guys know my beliefs and stuff. I'm all about the Bible and holiness and, you know, that kind of stuff. So it definitely puts a blight on the Christianity that I, practice, even though there's some, like I said, cultic beliefs that are definitely included in that mess. Hold on, I'm going to grab a chair, 'cause my back's starting to hurt standing here like this. There we go. That's better. Hold on a sec. All right, we're good. I might have the whole frame here, I'm not sure, but I'm going to start putting the pieces with like colors. That's my next step. I'll keep looking at the screen in case anybody says anything. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that all unfolds. Hopefully it won't totally, make people forget about the Jody Ruby thing, because that's horrendous as well. I just pray those kids are okay, and, as okay as can be expected in such a situation, that they're able to heal and, get their lives on track. Crazy world we live in, y'all. Crazy, crazy. I did come on the other night and listen to, well, not the other night, the other day, and retro listened to Scott Black's channel, Jeff. Somebody harassing Super Serial or something, or not liking Super Serial. I don't know anything about it. I haven't been on enough to even know what that's about. But I hope they were able to work out whatever that issue was. Who knows? There's always something going on here. But I'm never fully involved or invested in it to know what's going on. Okay, well, yeah, that's about all I have to talk about. But if you guys want to ask any questions or talk to me, I'm here for that. I'm up for it. I'll just kind of sit here and hang with you for a little while I'm piecing together this frame, which hopefully will come together well. If I think of anything else I want to say or talk about, I certainly will, of course. Yeah, I'm going to try to sing some church type songs every time I hear one that just I really like, that I can learn, like I did today. Some songs just really touch me, and I just want to sing them, and then I want to share them. So that's what went on with that. I was just kind of like, oh, I love to share this song and let them hear it, and maybe some people have heard it and they like that song, and it's just kind of my rendition of it, whatever the song might be. Just fun to do. But no, by no means do I plan on becoming famous and forgetting my roots of where I started. Not at all. Not that I ever could become famous, honestly. But it's definitely not on my agenda of fame and fortune. You can't take it with you anyway. You won't take it with you. Riches are not following you wherever you're going. Yeah, I told you guys I would not do a puzzle of 1,000 pieces. Absolutely not. But when I saw this puzzle, I'm like, I'll make an exception for this one. Because you'll see when I'm done why I say that. I just hope and pray it glues really well for me. Because when I get it done, it's going to be totally awesome. Quiet crowd today, huh? Well, it is good to see everybody that's in here. Even if you don't talk much, that's okay. I was going back over some of my Marco Polos that I've sent to people, and I'm pretty entertained by myself. I'm like, oh, wow, you're kind of entertaining. You're kind of interesting there. No wonder people like you to Marco Polo with them. Always seems like I have something going on when I Marco Polo people, which I probably do at the time. Probably need to turn a light on because it's getting kind of dark in here. Hard to see things. I might do that. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn a light on. Not the kitchen light, that's already on, but I need to turn this light on in here. I need to run an errand in a little while. So I'll probably keep my lights on so when I come back and it's dark out, most likely, that I won't have to come home to a dark house, which will be good. Oh, you're fine. Listening and washing dishes sounds like a good thing to do. I have really gotten good at keeping my dishes done. I really have. Thanks to my foster mom who told me, just keep filling the sink up with warm soapy water. Like every time you eat something, just automatically fill the sink, switch the dishes out, and you're done. I thought, you know what? It's worth a try. I'm going to do it. So I did, and I hardly ever have dishes to do now. It's really wild, but it really does work. If you do it every time, you just tell yourself, okay, there's just like a few dishes here because I just ate. If I get them done, I'm done, and I don't have to do them later. Yep, win-win situation there. Hi, Bowie. Hi, handsome man. Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at this handsome man. You're so pretty. This is my beautiful Bowie man. Who's all full of little round birds because he's outside playing, huh, Bowie? Oh, you outside playing, getting full of the birds? Okay, okay, go do you. He's like, that's enough of that, Mom. He's not a cuddler like Carmine was. Oh, dishwasher. Okay, I don't have one of those. I am the dishwasher. Which, like I said, I don't mind because I've learned to get them done right away. It's not a problem at all anymore. Well, this frame of the puzzle's coming along pretty easily, so that's good. Won't be a big hassle getting it together once I get the frame put together. Shouldn't be, anyway. There's a butterfly on this puzzle. A monarch butterfly. I was very excited to see this at the store. I said, should I do that? I know I said I wasn't going to do one that had that many pieces, but man, when that thing is done, I can hang that in my bedroom. Won't that be awesome? Or I might just hang it out here. I don't know. It's pretty nice. It is a pretty nice one. Amazing artists who draw this stuff, too. Very, very cool. Yeah, I figured I might just stay on here long enough to get my frame done, but it's taking so long to do the frame, I don't know if I'll do that. I don't want to monopolize the airways. Somebody else has something much more enjoyable than me just bantering about nothing. But every once in a while I gotta come on here for my friends that can't get out and about. They look forward to me coming online every once in a while so they can pop in and see what I'm up to. He's doing much better. He's feeling better. His sugars are back to normal, like pretty much back to normal, within the range that his doctor wants him at. He had sugars up in the 400s, 600s, and they're down in the 100s now because he's been taking Jardiance. And that stuff is flipping amazing, apparently. So, yeah. Talk to your doctor about Jardiance if you're having trouble getting those sugars down. Because it does work. He's also been better about not eating a bunch of stuff that he shouldn't eat. So that definitely helps as well. I'm pretty proud of him. He's made some good progress. Some of these are pretty tricky, even the frame. The salad that I make, which salad is that? I've made quite a few salads. I don't know which one you mean. What's it got in it? The one that you're talking about. I do love me some salad for sure. Pretty tasty stuff. But fill me in on which one you're referring to, so I know what one you tried. Take a break from your dishes when you get a chance and let me know. Ugh, even with the air on, y'all, it is so muggy. I don't like it. Damn. I have still been binge watching Frasier, but I have to be honest with you guys. I think a lot of the humor in Frasier went over my head years ago when I was growing up watching it. Or maybe not growing up, but when I was in my marriage watching it or whatever. I think it just like, right over my head. Because now when I watch it, because I'm such a literalist, I'm horrified at some of the things he says. Like, for instance, one of his lines, he has this little, well, his dad came to live with them, and they have this little dog named Eddie, cute little dog. And Eddie likes to stare at Frasier all the time. So Frasier tells him to stop staring at him or something like that. And he says, normally I'm a humane man, but I could kick a kitten into an electric fan right about now. I was like, oh my gosh, why would you give a script like that? Why would you even think up a script like that to begin with? I was horrified. It made me just really kind of lose interest in watching Frasier at that point. I'm still kind of watching it because it's something my husband and I like to do together, but ugh, I was just disgusted by that comment. And then, of course, they have a live studio audience and they're laughing at that. That wasn't funny. That's just sickening and morbid. There's nothing funny about that. And I really liked Frasier. Like, I liked Kelsey Grammer a lot till he said that line. And now it's like, don't like you. I don't like you at all. So I'm kind of watching it now for the other characters because he just disgusted me with saying that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm over you. I'm not feeling it anymore. Not really wanting to be part of this. So we will continue to binge watch it, I'm sure. But I will not enjoy it as much as I was enjoying it till that line. And like I said, I will be watching it for the other people, not for him. Not for Kelsey Grammer. I mean, I'm sorry, but if I was an actor and they said, well, this is your next line, and I read that in the script, I'd be like, you honestly expect me to say this? No, I absolutely will not. And you can go find somebody else to work for you, and you can give them my paycheck too, because I'm absolutely not saying something about harming an animal. Period. But I guess the money was more important than scruples and morals and values to him at the time. I mean, the man had gone through all kinds of stuff anyway, so he probably was pretty messed up to begin with, but still. Ugh. It's deplorable what people will do for money, you know? I remember when I was in Cheaper by the Dozen. No, not the movie. I'm not famous like that. I was in the Little Theater group in my neighborhood back in Gowanda, New York. Yes, there is a place called Gowanda. They used to joke with us all the time and say, if you want to go to a good place, go on to Gowanda. Weird. But I was in the Little Theater group, and there were times that in my in the Cheaper by the Dozen thing that I was in, there were lines that I didn't want to say. And I told our producer, I'm absolutely not saying that. She said, that's fine, you don't have to. We'll change it. You know, she was willing to work with us. And that would just be how it is. If they're not willing to work with me, then I'd be like, sorry. I'd have a lot of people mad at me if I was in show business. Because I would be very difficult to work with. There's just some things I just absolutely will not do. Just sickening what this world finds funny sometimes, honestly. But I have to remember, it is the world. It is not godly people. It is the world. People that have their own version of what morals and values are, I guess, or what is funny and what's not. Makes it hard when you don't fit in, you know, with everybody else, because you stand out because you take, you know, a stand about what you believe in, and you just absolutely will not tolerate anything less than what should be. It doesn't make you popular, that's for sure, because you sometimes stand alone on what you want to stand about. Two people here. Wow, I'm glad my channel is so entertaining that Everybody's just really into it. And that is why I don't come on here very often. But I figured I could get my puzzle done while I'm rambling. Why not? Either do it offline or do it online, and some people just enjoy hearing me banter, so. But yeah, I think this is going to take me a lot longer than I thought, so I'm actually going to get off of here now and go and work on this some more. I think I need to get out some more end pieces because I don't think they're all here. But since there's 3 people in the room, I'm just going to head off because it's kind of like probably time to get going. So you guys, thank you for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful week and that the rest of your weekend goes smoothly, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye for now.